What's up, ladies and gents? This is Casey Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, it's back to the Nightfall. Last week, we really tore down the Nightfall. We were talking about how terrible the Nightfall rewards are, but we're back at it again. So hopefully the loot is better on all three of our characters. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. So I mentioned that since the April update, my Nightfall rewards have been absolutely terrible. That's pretty much what I talked about the entire last video, and it seemed like a lot of people agreed. A lot of people were having the same exact type of experience that I was having. So, is this week, on the new Blighted Chalice strike, is this going to be the week that the rewards turn around? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So as far as what's going on with this Nightfall, it is solar burn. That's pretty much the main thing and the only thing that you really need to worry about. It's also got match game going on, but I didn't find that there were any other shields that I really ever had to worry about, so I just went with a full solar loadout. I personally don't think you're going to have any problem dealing out damage to enemies if you've got your solar sniper rifle, and then the sleeper simulant is really nice for dealing out damage to the boss. It was around 40,000 damage to the boss with a critical hit in the head, so that is really nice damage. I don't think you're going to need to carry any other flavor of weapons. I think your solar gear should do just fine in this strike. Now, since it was solar, and since we did a Gjallarhorn video last week, I thought it would be really fun if I would take it into this Nightfall and use it. I thought it would be really cool, and I thought it would make for a really nice video. But it really didn't. It really didn't. After my Titan, which was the first character that I took through, he put on the Gjallarhorn he went through. It wasn't very fun at all. In fact, the Gjallarhorn didn't deal as much damage as I'd hoped it would. It dealt out significantly less damage. I was really squishy because I wasn't even at the minimum light level of 320, so all of the enemies were red barred, so they were really a little bit trickier. I was squishy, the Gjallarhorn wasn't dealing out the damage. It was basically just a big shame. Kind of one of the big problems that I ended up having whenever I was making that Gjallarhorn video. I was like, boy, if you bring Gjallarhorn back and you make it not as awesome as it was, all you're doing is tainting its legacy. And that's exactly what I felt like I was doing whenever I was playing with the Gjallarhorn. So I decided not to really show any of that in here. I don't want to taint its legacy. If you want a small bit of a challenge, you and your group can go ahead and put it on. I found that I was just not getting enough heavy ammo in order to make it worthwhile. Now, some things to watch out for back here. Whenever these enemies spawn in, sometimes they can pretty much spawn in right on top of you, and you're going to get a misadventure. I saw that with the enemies and with the Blight, so just something to watch out for. I know a lot of people like being back in this back room, but there are a few little bit of tricky situations. One of them is when these enemies spawn in, and that is a big shame. Another thing is that you really have to make sure that you clear out one of the Blights, at least on one of the sides, so that you can give yourself some breathing room. If you don't clear out one of those Blights that's in front of you, you're not really going to be able to sprint, you're not going to be able to double jump or do any of the cool things that you can do, and it's going to make you feel kind of like you're running through water. I found that it basically took 2 sniper shots and the Blight went down. 1 sleeper shot would take it down as well. And if your teammates are rocking out full taking gear, don't be afraid to shoot them or punch them, because as I turned back there and saw Devil in his full taking gear, I totally thought he was a taken enemy. Now, since it's solar burn, that fire attack that Malak has is going to absolutely wreck you. If you get directly hit by it like I just did, you're done. You're not going to be able to move out of the way quick enough. You're just done, hope for the revive, and move on after that. If you're around the corner a little bit, just be careful because it does have a little bit of range, so it can kind of sneak up on you, and before you know that your health bar is going down, you're going to be dead. So we've got the enemy spawning in that can be a problem. We've got the fire attack that can be a problem. What else is your big danger? And it's right there, the Axion darts. So you're going to get smacked around by those. You're not going to have any idea where they come from either, especially whenever you're in this back area, because you can see them coming from Malak whenever he shoots them out. And he'll shoot, I don't know, like 6 of them or something, some crazy amount, and they'll come at you. But if you don't shoot them, if you happen to be backing up or trying to shoot at some of the other enemies and lose track of them, then they're going to start spamming all over the place, and you're going to have absolutely no basis for trying to find them or track them down as they zigzag around you, and it's going to make your life so extremely difficult. Like right here, this is a gigantic mess. The Axion darts are somewhere around there. The enemies are spawning in. it's just a bad situation. You have to really, really be careful. And I can see some Axion darts coming in from the right-hand side. Thank goodness Pooja's got his bubble and he took down Malak over here. Things can get really bad. But through all the deaths, look at what I ended up getting rewarded with from my 3 of coins. 2 exotics dropped from Malak there, and that wasn't it. On this character, I think it's on my Titan right here, whenever we kill Malak, we can see that he also drops another exotic Engram. So, from the Malak kills, I ended up getting myself 3 exotic Engrams. No Hood of Malaks, but I did get 3 exotic Engrams. So that at least is a step up, even if it's not Nightfall related, at least not specifically Nightfall related. On my Titan, here we go. Again, remember, on my Titan, this was my first run, and the one I took it in as a Gjallarhorn, and I got an exotic. And of course, because my light level was so low, it was 311. And yes, after killing Malak, I did switch off my Gjallarhorn, but it was too late. Apparently, it calculates your light level immediately at the time of Malak's death. Even though I switched it up, it didn't matter. I got a 311 exotic for my first exotic pretty much since the April update dropped. On my Hunter, we're back to getting something not so great. Devil ended up with 19 strange coins, so we've got a lot of strange coins. I got 1 exotic, even though it is 311. This is the character that ended up getting the double exotic drop for me, and we ended up getting some 3 of coins, some strange coins, and I finally got a 333 Hawkmoon, so an exotic worthwhile of being an exotic, not light level 335, but it's the best thing that we've got from the Nightfall rewards for a long, long time. So thankfully, 2 exotics dropped for me. 3 exotic Engrams dropped. This Nightfall was hype. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Nightfall, and I'll see you around in Destiny. It's raining exotic.